Good morning, gorgeous. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Michelle Daff, and I'm so happy that you're joining me today for this video. We're talking about something really fun. As you know, I love talking about femininity, about being a woman and making your life as beautiful as you are. And today I really want to touch on the topic of celebrating life, celebrating wins, celebrating the small things, the big things, all the things. As people in this busy world that has so many demands on each of us, oftentimes it's very easy to forget to celebrate or to overlook things that do deserve a little bit of attention, a little bit of time, a little bit of partying, a little bit of celebration. It's so important for you, my love. I know that sometimes it can be very difficult to truly live in celebration of different things that happen in your life because it's not how you were raised. Maybe you had very high expectations placed on you, and when you thought something was a big deal, your parents didn't think it was a big deal, or your friends didn't think it was a big deal. So maybe you felt like you couldn't celebrate. Or maybe you see celebration as something that has to be grand and spectacular, and you need all these people or all this money, but you don't. You just need to decide to do it. And we're going to talk today about different ways that you can. The thing about celebrating, my love, is it helps you to focus on the good. It helps you to pause in this busy world and have gratitude for things that are going on in your life. It's important. And I really want you to live in this part of your femininity and decide to celebrate all of the things that go on in your life and in the lives of those who you love. So with that, I want you to go ahead and sit back, relax, get something to drink, get something to write with, and let's talk about this. Before we get into the video, I want to introduce you to today's sponsor, BetterHelp. With the trials that life brings, the constant changes in our society, and the excessive consumption of social media can fuel things like depression, anxiety, and just bring about many mental health concerns. This highlights the importance of having a safe space for your mental wellness. That is why I want to introduce you to BetterHelp. BetterHelp provides therapy, making it easy to get the support that you need. With around 32,000 qualified therapists across various specialties, BetterHelp offers affordable rates across different services. If you need guidance in making life choices, or you just need someone to vent to and help sort out your thoughts, BetterHelp can help. When you reach out to BetterHelp, they will match you with the most suitable therapist based on your needs. And you can switch therapists if you need a better fit. BetterHelp provides therapy sessions that are convenient and comfortable. Whether you prefer online, text, audio, video calls, their professional therapists are adaptable to your needs. Are you ready to begin your journey? Visit the link in the description below at betterhelp.com/Dr. Michelle to enjoy 10% discount on your first month. That's betterhelp.com/Dr. Michelle. Thank you so much, BetterHelp, for sponsoring today's video for all of these beautiful feminine ladies. So when we talk about the art of celebration, it's important to remember that we are celebrating all the things, the big things in life and the small things. Big things can be things like grand achievements. Maybe you graduated from high school or college, or you placed first place in the dance competition, or you reached a certain amount of subscribers, and maybe you hit 100,000, right? And you thought, oh my goodness, I never thought I was going to hit 100,000 subscribers. That's a big deal. But it's also a big deal if you hit 100 subscribers, if you hit 1,000 subscribers. It's also a big deal if you danced in your first competition, even if you didn't win. It's important to recognize the small wins in life and the big wins, and then do something about that. Some achievements that are often overlooked are goals that you set for yourself. It's still the beginning of the year, so I'm sure that you probably had some things that you said you're going to do. Have you done them? And if you have, how did you keep yourself going? Oftentimes it's celebrating those things like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym for 3 days a week, and I've done it. So each month that I actually do what I said I was going to do, I'm going to have a cup of coffee in a restaurant, by myself and spend an hour reading a book or just looking around or drawing or painting or doing something that brings me joy. These goals are personal. They're not things that other people need to know about. These are achievements that if you make, only you need to know and only you need to celebrate. Celebrations can also come in holiday seasons. Like that's the time where most of us kind of know, okay, this is a time to pause and to celebrate. And we have days in the calendar, like we just had Valentine's Day, we have Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter. We have these big grand holidays where we honor people like Mother's Day and Father's Day. And it's important on those days to not just let them pass you by and take time to celebrate. It doesn't mean it has to be big, but it should be acknowledged because it's a moment in time and our time just goes. Like you look back and it's been 10 years. You look at a picture and you think that was only a year ago, girl. No, that was 5 years ago. It goes by quickly. And those tiny moments on the calendar that the world kind of forces us to focus on are times to celebrate. Now, oftentimes, of course, the world wants you to spend money and do grand things and you don't have to. But it is fun if it's Valentine's Day to put up just like a little Valentine's banner that costs you $2 at Target or Hobby Lobby and put it in your room and add a little bit of red and pink and celebrate. I know that having a child for me reintroduced me to celebrating because now I have someone else who is experiencing life and I want to make sure that he is enjoying it, right? So I now pay more attention to holidays that I probably was just like, whatever. Now I take the time to allow him to see the beauty in it and to explore it. For Valentine's Day that just passed, we did fun things together. I mean, he's a boy, but whatever, he's still young. We did cupcakes together and we decorated them beautifully. I even got a little plant, a little flower for him to take care of. Obviously, you know, he's a boy, but I thought, okay, he can't take care of a woman yet, but he can take care of a plant. So let me have him start. So he's watering his little flowers and having him make little Valentine's Day cards for the people in the family that he loves and just taking a moment to pause and enjoy the holiday, getting a little Valentine's Day cake for us to eat and making the day a little bit more special, right? I give him little pajamas so that he can celebrate. Now, this is really going over the top. I don't need to do all of this stuff. But when it was just me, I did none of that stuff. You can have a middle ground. You can put up one banner. You can buy yourself one rose. You can take a walk through a rose garden on Valentine's Day by yourself. You can choose to do whatever you want, but it is nice to pause and to celebrate and enjoy the holidays. I think it's also nice with the holidays to celebrate in a way where you're expanding on it. So for example, like Valentine's Day, right? I'm using it because it just happened. They now have like Galentine's Day, right? I went to my very first Galentine's Day party and it was so nice. For me, Valentine's Day has always been about the man in my life. And now that I have a son, it's like about me and him and my family. But I've never taken time to have something a little more broad, like celebrating my girlfriends and the people who I love in my life. So it was so nice. It was really simple, really pretty. I had so much fun. And it was just nice to be able to enjoy this holiday in a different way. Some people have things like Friendsgiving during Thanksgiving time when they have food with just their friends and not family. And it's a great experience to come together and do little boards and enjoy your friends from different parts of your life in a way that's just really comforting and warm. I know for my family growing up, when we have any kind of celebration, like my mom loves celebrating holidays especially and birthdays. So for every holiday and birthday that we celebrate, we always have a toast. So she always gets sparkling cider and we always do a toast. And she wants every single person to say something around the table. And it's been her tradition. It's so cute. And now my son will like take his apple juice or he'll take his water and he'll want to toast for different little things. But things like that just make everything a little bit more exciting and more beautiful. And speaking of birthdays, some people really enjoy their birthdays coming up and they want to celebrate for the whole month, which, girl, do what you do. But some people also feel like, oh, I'm getting older. It's another year. What's there to celebrate? And that attitude, for one, it's not feminine at all. Feminine women know how to celebrate. Feminine women enjoy celebrating and will find things to celebrate. You are the most important thing, my dear, in your life. Celebrate you every single year. You don't have to do anything spectacular, over the top, or expensive. Take the day to go out, reflect, journal, get yourself something small, spend time with someone you don't normally spend time with, but celebrate you on your birthday. And of course, the people in your life. It's important to acknowledge every single person who is in your life on their special day that they came into this world. Some people also like to celebrate different markers in their life where something happened, like maybe this was the day that they decided that they were going to finally write their book, or this was the day that they have decided to be drug-free and they've been drug-free for the last 5 years, and every day on that day, they celebrate that. These things can be very personal. But there are also some of us who feel like, well, I didn't meet that goal, so why should I celebrate? I made a goal to run a marathon and I couldn't even run a mile, but I did run a mile for every single day. I just couldn't get past it. Celebrate that. Celebrate the fact that you actually tried. You can also celebrate personal things. Like, I know when I was younger, my mom celebrated when we first got our period. Like, when we told her that day after school, oh, I got my period, she was so happy, and we went and got ice cream, and it was a memorable day only because she made a big deal out of it. It's like, you finally entered into womanhood. It's such a feminine thing to be able to experience this. Let's go get some ice cream and make a day out of it. And it was really nice. Something that could have been super awkward or maybe even a little devastating or uncomfortable, she made it really pleasant. So you, as a mother or a sister or a friend, you can celebrate anything. And it's really nice to celebrate other people. If you are a wife and your husband just got a promotion, or your husband got whatever it is, recognizing the things that are happening in his life and celebrating him is so beautiful. Getting him a little cake, or making cookies, or making his favorite food. These things are the things that matter in life. The fact that someone took a second to remember you and to think about you and to do something fun and nice for you. This is love, and it's what makes our hearts so warm and connected. And again, you don't have to celebrate in very grand ways. You can do simple things. Like, if you hit a certain amount of people coming into your blog, you can buy yourself a balloon that says 500 visitors, and enjoy your balloons in your room all week and just look at that and remember what great thing has just happened with you. You can also get yourself like a little cake. You can get yourself something small. Buy yourself a new book or a nicely scented candle. My personal favorite is fragrance. I love fragrance, and fragrance always makes me happy. It just changes my entire mood, and it's the one thing that I can look to as a marker of a memory. So if you're someone who loves fragrance, you can buy yourself a brand new fragrance as a celebratory gift. And it's a great time to remind you, or let you know if you don't know, I do have a fragrance line called Fine Forever. We have beautiful feminine fragrances. If you're someone who also loves a brand new, juicy, beautiful, delicious fragrance, then you can visit fineforever.com and you can get a brand new fragrance for yourself or someone that you want to celebrate. You can also do something that you just normally wouldn't do. You can go on a hike, you can go to the beach and watch the waves and bring some juice with you and some sandwiches and just enjoy the moment and the beauty. You can buy yourself flowers. I love flowers. Flowers make me feel so good. And when I want to celebrate someone, I love sending them flowers. Buy yourself some flowers, for goodness sake. It does not have to be anything grand, but it's a great way to celebrate yourself. You can also take a trip. People love doing that as a birthday gift to yourself, or a graduation gift, or just celebrating a certain accomplishment. Take yourself somewhere you have never been, or go to your favorite place that you probably wouldn't go because it's a little bit too far, and spend the weekend there. It can actually even be close and you can spend the weekend there. You can stay at a hotel and just enjoy your comfy robe and your book and your coffee and just have a moment. You can also do things that don't cost any money at all. It's up to you. But celebrating is the most beautiful part of life. Being able to recognize the beauty, have gratitude for what you have, and enjoy the people that you are blessed to have in your life is priceless. And I want to invite you, my love, as a beautiful feminine woman, to start celebrating more. Don't be one of those people who just overlooks your life and overlooks moments and accomplishments. Don't be a Debbie Downer or a party pooper, and when other people want to celebrate you, you say, oh no, it's all right, I don't need to go. It's okay, it's not a big deal. If someone says, look, let's go out to lunch, let's celebrate, let's go get some coffee, let's celebrate, say, yes, let's do it. That sounds great. Instead of saying, nah, it's okay, you don't have to do that. Take on the invitation if someone wants to celebrate you. It's a blessing to have someone like that in your life, and we can get so overwhelmed with things that we choose not to, and then we look back and we regret it. Maybe you're having your third child and one of your friends says, are you going to have a baby shower or a baby sprinkle or a sip and see or just something like that? And you're like, no, I'm not going to do anything for this baby. I'm tired, girl. Don't do that. Do something. Have a brunch, have a little get together at your house, do some kind of barbecue or BBQ or something to celebrate that beautiful life. Don't just let things go because of money or because of time or because you just don't feel like it. These things don't come back. And you might look back and regret it. There's a chance that you're always going to feel a little bit tired. There's a chance that you're always going to feel like you don't have enough money, enough time, enough resources. But you can always do something very small to celebrate the moments in life. And last but not least, I want to add, if you are a mom, there's a book that I found that I adore. It's so good. And it's about making memories with your children. And it's a great book if you want more ideas on how to celebrate life and to enjoy the little moments with your children as they grow. The book is titled Memory Making Mom. I will link it below, and I hope that you read it and enjoy it. I do talk about it a little bit on my podcast, which you can listen to, The Dr. Daff Show. I invite you to come there for more conversations on femininity. Leave me a comment below and let me know how you celebrate, things that you celebrate in your life, what you do. We would love to hear it. I would love to read it. And again, I thank you so much for being here and being a part of my family. Until next time, my love, in all things you do, make a feminine impression. Bye-bye.